Hi, welcome to Forwards. We're going to show you Lewis's brand new Forwards 1. This is build number 45. It's in a size 49 centimetres, which is equivalent to a 56 in more traditional sizing. I'll just do this long shot of it. You get a good idea of the proportions and the paintwork, and we'll just zoom in and have a look around it. Lewis is with me, so if I sound like I'm being nervous in my video, it's because he's standing right over me, so I don't want to make any mistakes. First of all, we'll show you the paint finish. The paint finish on this is quite unique. It's what we've done recently on our new mountain bike, which we'll do a video on soon as well. But as you can see, it's finished in polished UD carbon. So this is a new finish we're having done now. So you got the full frame is in clear coat polished carbon. And then we've got a floating graphic on it, which is finished in iridescent. And this is a custom iridescent we've had done here with Ubi Customs. Stuart did the paint for us. And this has got a silver base coat, so a bright silver base coat on the graphic, covered over with an iridescent. So I'll do some zoom ins and that of that in a minute, and you'll see the colour changing under the LED lighting in the shop. So as always, we've got the model on the top, so Forwards 1, and then we've got the Forwards on the down tube there, just showing on there. And then what Lewis has also done for us is he did a mock-up of this, which I might post into the video and show you, but you can see there that we've got a stripe on the front fork and a stripe on the rear stay. And what he wanted us to do is match the depth of this. So this is a 40mm stripe, and that's to match his 40mm carbon wheels, which we'll talk about in a second when we get onto the wheel section. But you can see there the Spectra flare. Hopefully if I zoom in and move around, you'll see it sort of like take off with the LED lights here. It basically has like a rainbow effect in there, and we might see that better on the top. So stripes on there, which is exclusive to this bike. And then we've also got the Forwards on the front, which everyone's seen. So the Forwards logo around the front bottom of the head tube, and then you can see that gorgeous polished carbon as well as we go down the fork legs. And then you've got your build number just on the back of the stay as always there. So this is build 45. So just in there, if I can zoom in on it. Okay, so that's the frame. We'll just go over the, and the Union Jack on the back there, of course. So we have that just around the back there. So that's on there. And then the Forwards 1. So we quite often have a cap over the seat clamp there, but Lewis asked us to remove that because he wanted it to show off the frame. That's the same as James has done actually. He had that rubber cap taken off. You see the Spectra flare there. So I'll start at the handlebars and work down. Try and reduce some of my waffle because the video is going on a bit. So we've got the full Vibe carbon cockpit on this. So he's had our bike fit done pre-build, and then we've cross-referenced this with his previous bikes as well. So we've got the Vibe carbon aero handlebars in a 40 centimetre. He's one of these new kids on the block that want the levers kicked in. That's why they're kicked in a bit there. So those are popped in, and then we've got the 130mm aero stem. So the carbon aero handlebar stem, and then that's fitted with our own bracket. So that's for the Wahoo. So the Wahoo out front bracket, which integrates into the cockpit. Lovely. We do sell those on our eBay store as well if anyone's got the same thing and needs that. So that's on there. And it does come with a GoPro mount to go underneath if you wanted to put a light on there as well. We got a 3mm space underneath the stem, and that's just to give us enough space to clear the top cap. So there's about 1mm clearance there, just gives enough space to adjust it. And then on the top we've got 8mm of space, is just for the chimney. He didn't want me to run a 10, so I had to take 2mm off, get it as low as possible. And then we may in the future put that to a flush mount aero cap, and then it's got our normal top cap on there. I'll just give you a zoom around of that. And then finished bar tapers, the BHT 14 2mm, and then we finished that. This is 120mm across both sides on the spacing there. And then it's finished with a matching end tape as well. Group set wise, this is based on the original Forwards 1 concept, so it's running a 1x group set, which I'll go through in just a sec. But we've got the GRX Di2 levers, standard mapping for 1x for us, so we've got the up and down for the rear mech on the right side, which is exactly the same as on the left hand side, so those paddles there are mapped the same. And then what Lewis has asked us to do as well, because we've not got a Bluetooth adapter on this to connect to his computer, we've also mapped the top buttons here. So this one goes up the block to the easier gear, and then the one on this side goes down the block to go to a harder gear. So that's how we've mapped that. Cable wise, it's all heat shrunk in, so standard heat shrink to bring the cables into the frame. So that's the hydraulic cable and the Di2 cable in there. And then that takes us down to the junction box, which is mounted into the frame. And then we've mounted it this way up as the customer wanted us to. So we've got the button at the bottom and then the port at the top for charging. And then the rest of the group set, we have got the Aldo carbon crank arms. They're in a 170, and then we've got two different chain rings for this. So at the moment it's set up with the 46, and then the customer's also got a 48 aero ring as well, and it's also got the aero crown on there as well. So aero ring with the aero crown. It's the 30mm bottom bracket, a bottom bracket axle, the aluminium one, and then it's also using the wheels manufacturing bottom bracket, and we've got ABEC 5 angular contact bearings in there as well. So it already had those updated from the build, which is nice. Pedals, these are the Asimo, is that how you pronounce it, Lewis? Asioma, I think that's how he's pronouncing it. So it's those pedals, and that's the Look Style cleat. So a pair of power pedals on there. Chosen to go with those instead of the power crank, because then we can move those pedals between bikes and stuff, which is a bit more flexibility. So that's that, and then we have got the Wolf Tooth Narwolf chain guide on the front, the Brazon mounted one. We've done our standard locking washers and Loctited in stainless steel bolt fittings to hold that in. While we're talking about the stainless steel bolts, because I know everyone likes me talking about those, we've also now have the option to have black stainless steel. So these are the new black stainless steel option, and these are the oversized washers we're now using, so that you don't have the problem pulling through the bottle cages, which we see quite a lot on bikes coming in with the plastic cages. Talk about cages, it's got the Elite Custom Race Plus in stealth. Obviously it would be stealth on this bike because it matches nicely, so a pair of those. Back to the group set, because I'm jumping about a lot. We've got Dura-Ace chain, that's got the Silka hot wax optimization chain that we offer. He's got a pair of those, so he's also got a subscription on that, so there's another chain in the shop ready to go on. That brings us to the XTR cassette. That is an 1140 tooth cassette, standard XTR wide ratio. Then the GRX 817 Di2 rear mech, that's the wide ratio, standard O-ring to tidy the cables back nicely. Rear mechanism there, and wheel wise we've got the Hunt UD carbon spoke 40s. These are the Aerodynamicis 40 spokes, wheels, sorry, with the carbon spokes on it. And then we've got the Vittoria Corsa Pro tyres. And Lewis is a bit obsessed in all the details on this, so he's matched the front for the rim width. So that's a 26mm front tyre, which is what Hunt is saying is optimised for these rims. And then the rear one, for a bit more comfort, is the 28mm. And it's, we're a bit frustrated with that alignment there, if you can see, of the Vittoria logo. That's not us being rubbish, it's just that the alignment of the logo on the tyres not in line correctly, because as you can see the bottom's in line nicely but the top isn't, which is annoying. But anyway, that's that. And these are the the cotton Corsa tyres to the top of the range tyres, super supple, high TPI count. Brake wise on it, 140 XTR rotors front and rear, GRX 810 calipers. As you'd imagine, that's what comes with a Di2 group set. Just show you that from this side. So those there, and that's probably all those bits. So there you go, front brake there. And saddle wise, this is Lewis's own saddle. He's been using these for a while and he gets on really well with them. So we fitted his specific choice of saddle, which you can obviously choose when we're doing the builds. It's got a massive name. He has told me what it is, but anyone will know. It's a Salitalia SLR, and it's Superflow, it says on the back here, but as far as he says, there's another whole ton of words that go with it. So that's just a super lightweight carbon one. We weighed that today, it's only 133 grams, so that's pretty impressive. So that's that, and I think that covers everything. Is there anything I've forgotten, Lewis? Have I gone on enough? Talked and talked and talked. So we just come back here and get a good aspect of the bike, and I will do some close-up videos just to show you the details of the bike, and then I'll cut them in at the end of the video. Alright, thanks very much for watching another video. I've not done one for a while, so apologies for the extended waffling. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.